Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you so much for subscribing now. Buckle up because the UK government's at it again, and this time they've outdone themselves in the what the hell are they up to now department. The Home Office, yes, that bastion of competence and transparency, has just been caught with its trousers down, quietly signing contracts for mass fatality tents. You heard that right, tents for dead bodies, up to 700 of them to be precise, hard-shell morgues, temporary refrigerated buildings, all deployable within days, because nothing says everything's fine like preparing for a major incident that could leave hundreds of corpses piling up faster than excuses at a government press conference. So let's cut through the fog of bureaucratic nonsense and ask the question no one in Whitehall seems to want to touch with a barge pole. What the hell are they expecting? Are we talking a pandemic, a terror attack, a war, a climate disaster so catastrophic it'll make Extinction Rebellion look like a toddler's tantrum? Or maybe it's just a Tuesday in London now, who knows? Whatever it is, they're not telling us, and that, my friends, is the real kicker. The government's out here shopping for body bags and refrigerated death sheds, but the public, we're just supposed to keep calm and carry on like good little sheep. Now, let's be fair for a moment, because I'm nothing if not reasonable. The Home Office claims this is just routine preparedness. Routine, they say, because apparently it's perfectly normal to spend 1.1 million on mobile morgues capable of storing 700 bodies just in case the local undertaker runs out of room. They're not trotting out the tired old line that this is just an update to a system that's been around since 2005. Oh, that's all right then, isn't it? Nothing to see here, just replacing some dusty old tents from the Blair era. Except, hang on a minute. Since when does routine involve preparing for a major incident resulting in a large number of fatalities that could overwhelm existing body storage capacity? That's not routine. That's the kind of thing you do when you know something's coming and you're not planning on sharing the details with the plebs. And let's not forget the timing. This is a government that couldn't organise a pub crawl in a brewery during the last pandemic. They locked us in our homes, turned the NHS into a Zoom call, and left care homes to fend for themselves while clapping like trained seals every Thursday. Now, suddenly, they're moving early, stocking up on tents and fridges like they're expecting the apocalypse to drop by for tea. Forgive me if I'm a bit sceptical, but when the people who brought us Partygate start preparing for mass casualties, I'm not inclined to give them the benefit of the doubt. So what's the game plan here then? Are they bracing for another virus that will make the plague look like a mild case of the sniffles? Or maybe it's terrorism? After all, the threat levels are substantial, which is government speak for an attack is likely, but don't ask us for specifics. Or perhaps they're worried about something else entirely. Something they're not telling us because, let's face it, transparency isn't exactly their strong suit. These are the same people who think public consultation means muttering something vague in a press release and hoping nobody notices. And the scale of this: soft shell tents for 100 bodies, hard shell for 150, and temporary buildings for 450, complete with refrigeration and freezing, because apparently they're expecting a bumper crop of cadavers. This isn't just planning for a bad flu season, this is planning for something big, and yet here we are, the great unwashed, left in the dark, while they stockpile body bags like it's Black Friday at the morgue. Now, I'm not one for conspiracy theories, mostly because they're usually nonsense, but when the government starts preparing for a mass fatality event and won't tell us why, you can't help but wonder what they're not saying. Are they expecting civil unrest, a biological attack, or maybe they've just seen the latest NHS waiting times and realised we're all doomed anyway? Whatever it is, the silence is deafening, and when the people in charge start acting like they're auditioning for a dystopian thriller, it's probably time to start asking some very loud questions. So here's my advice: don't hold your breath waiting for answers from the Home Office. They'll just feed you more platitudes about resilience and capability. If you want to know what's going on, keep your eyes peeled, talk to your mates, and don't trust a word from the suits in Westminster, because if they're preparing for a catastrophe, the least they could do is give us a heads up so we can stock up on tin beans and loo roll. So there we go, I'm Paz49, thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay sharp, stay skeptical, and maybe invest in a good torch. Something tells me we might need it. Roger Trout.